Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Brookings-Harbor and all the fishing boats at sea. I'm Cousin Bruce Ellis.
And I'm Kat Liddell.
And this is the Insider Report.
So let your ears do the walking as we fill you in on what's going on in the Brookings-Harbor area and beyond.
Well, hello, and welcome to this week's show that keeps you in the know. Hello, Kat.
Hi, Bruce.
Happy Monday.
You caught a bug running across my hand right
Oh, geez, I was wondering what you was jumping around for.
So, yeah, like if this was on video, you'd see me jumping out of my skin right now. I had a much more relaxing weekend than
you don't want to go.
what I'm experiencing right now. But
yeah, there you go.
All right, I was gonna say I got to just kick back and relax in the garden and hang out with my mom for Mother's Day.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Yeah. So we had some good times with that. We made some Greek food. My family's Greek on that side, and
Okay.
yeah, just all hung out. And my brother made a cherry pie, and
Oh, right on.
it was just we just lounged around and chilled, and that was what my mom wanted. So
Right on.
she got her kid time, so she was pretty happy about it. So yeah.
Right on. That's great. That sounds like a fun weekend.
It sounds like a ton of stuff was happening for moms over the weekend too. So
Yeah.
There was a little take your pick of the things to keep your mom entertained for the day.
Yes, indeedy.
Show your
Yeah.
appreciation and love.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. Yep.
Yeah. How was
So-
yours and Junior's weekend?
Hey, we had a great weekend. We had a good one. We celebrated Junior's 10th birthday. So
Oh, my
it's on Wednesday this week, the 14th, but we celebrated it on Saturday, and we just went down there, and him and a couple of buddies, and took him to Legends, the arcade,
Oh, cool.
and just had some cake and did the present thing, and gave him some tokens, turned them loose, and we were done. And it was
there
like,
you
there
go.
you go. Everybody had fun. So
That's a guaranteed way to have fun.
yeah, it was a good time. So we had
in an arcade.
as long as he walked away going, I'm happy, he was happy. It was a good deal. Yeah, it was a good deal.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, that was great. Yeah, and for Mother's Day, I guess they gave him some flowers at school or whatever. That's why I had to literally get a little garden. I've got a mini. I went and bought one because they keep sending me all these projects home, and everything, all those vegetables and stuff. So I got to put in, but they gave me the vegetables last time right before the winter. So, I've had this little, it's got a tent over it and everything like that, but they didn't survive that. But I put he got brought home this lilies.
Oh, wow.
A lily, a really nice one, all up and everything. I set it inside there, and it's looking beautiful. It enjoyed the rain last night. It's really looking nice. So, but that's what he got me for Mother's Day.
All right.
So, yeah.
Hey, it works.
Yes, right. Yep. I got my mother lives out in my biological mother lives out in Salt Lake City.
Okay,
So,
okay.
and all my family, all my sister, my three brothers, and everybody on that side of the family lives out there. So, yeah. So, yeah, we've always been West Coast people and stuff like that. My
kidding.
dad and mom and everything. But yeah, so I gave her a big Happy Mother's Day and all that, and she got a whole bunch of them. So that always worked good. We got a big family about. Yes, indeedy. So that was it. Pretty much enjoyed that. And my guy Kyle Larson won the race, so I got both stages and won the race. So
Just happy all around.
I'm just happy all around. Just had a
all
happy
around.
camper all around. So and you're right. There was so much going on. We had a lot going on last week. I forgot to wish all the mothers out there a happy Mother's Day. So on the air. So I hope.
Retroactively.
Yeah, so I hope
Mother's
everybody had a good one. Yes, indeedy. So I was all thrown off. I didn't have Kat in the with me, keeping me on track.
Oh, darn.
It was all right. Did you guys have a good trip and everything? Did that work?
Yeah.
good,
Oh,
good.
yeah. It was a good time. I got to eat some great food, watch some great stand up.
Right on.
Yeah, hang out and go make my usual pilgrimage to Pal's bookstore up there. You have
Okay.
to. Like a book
Okay.
nerd like me, you have to stop at Pal's if you have the opportunity. So got to browse my books and just go,
Now, where was that at?
All of you home. That's up in Portland.
Well, Portland, yeah, I thought so. Okay. I've been there for a long time. Geez.
Yeah.
Since I lived there back in the day.
Yeah. Pearl District's hopping. So.
Yes, indeed.
Had a good time.
Well, right on. Well, that's great. And everybody's safe home and all that good stuff. So, hey, hope everybody out there had a good time. And we got to get going on with the show because there is a lot going on in May. Before we get going, I'd like to thank the Oregon South Coast Fishermen, the Castaways, and Oregon Coast VIP Marketing for sponsoring the Insider Report. And if you'd like to sponsor our show or one of the other fine shows out there, you just got to go to kciw.org and you will be on your way. So, hey, let's start off with a music schedule.
Alrighty. Well, starting things off with Elk Valley Casino on the 17th of May. It's going to be a comedy night with headliner Steve Barkley.
Yep, and then Black GTO on the 23rd. They'll be at Nantucket 8 to 10, and on the 31st, they'll be at Porta Pints 3 to 4.
And then Disturbing the Peace is playing on the 30th down at the Eureka Elks Lodge, way down in Humboldt County from 7:30 to 10:30.
That's right. If you want to follow them there, that's where you got to go. Yep, so Cisco on the 24th and the 31st, he'll be at the Brookings-Harbor Farmers Market from 10 to 2.
And then JD Drums has some dates coming up. On the 16th, he'll be at Oxenfree from 8 to 11. On the 17th, in Ateca from 7 to 10, down in Crescent City. On the 20th and 27th, he'll be at the Oxenfree Open Mic with Keith Roberts. That's running from 8 to 11. Then on the 24th, he'll be at Augustino's playing 2 to 4. And on the 31st, he'll be at Groundlings Pizza, running from 5 to 8 p.m. there.
Yes, indeed. And in Ateca, down in Crescent City, music starts Fridays at 7, and on Saturdays, it starts at 8. On the 16th, they got the Way Outs. On the 17th, JD Drums. On the 20th, it's Comedy Night with Nick Meyer featuring Jeff Fahey and Michael Cordova. On the 23rd, they've got Black GTO. On the 24th, it's the Mighty Steelheads. On the 28th, it's Smokey Mare. 30th, they got a line dance night with Stephanie LaTorre and the Reverbs. And then on the 31st, it's AMS, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m.
All right. And the Mighty Steelheads on the 24th are playing at the Inateca at 7 o'clock. And on the 31st, they'll be at the One King Music Festival playing at 7.
Yes, indeedy. So there you go. So that's the music and all that fun stuff going on. And if you'd like to get your music schedule for your band or yourself on the air, all you got to do is send it to CaptainCurry541@gmail.com. And hey, if you get it on during the third week of the month, it'll probably get in the newspaper, The Insider of Southern Oregon, as well. So there you go.
There you go.
All right. Now here comes this busy library we got.
As always, a busy schedule at the library for the month of May. Let's just start with a recap of weekly events, things that happen every week here at 10:30 a.m. on Tuesdays. They've got a story time. That's stories, songs, and games for young children. At 5 on Tuesdays, they have their Tween Club. This is for youth ages 10 to 13. They're welcome to hang out after school and explore new interests and activities every week. And then on Wednesdays at 1:30, they've got their after-school activities. This includes homework help, a creation station, and snacks for school-aged kids. Then on Thursdays at 4 p.m., they have more after-school activities. And at 5:30 on Thursdays, they have an Easy Flow yoga class. This is a free class, and they do recommend that you be able to comfortably get up and down from the floor. And then on Saturdays in weekly events, at 1 o'clock, they have their Saturday Shuffle. That's Magic the Gathering, Pokemon the card game, and more. And bring your favorite deck and play a game. Gamers of all kinds are welcome. They can bring card or board games from their own collections or browse the library's games and find a crew to play with. And then on second and fourth Saturdays at 1 p.m., they have Teens Teach Tech. You can drop by the library annex with your device or tech questions and get help from a trained cyber senior technology mentor. Their mentors are young people who have been trained to teach technology to older adults and are standing by to help with your smartphone, iPad, or computer. This free service is presented in partnership with Harmony and Me Music. And then coming up in monthly and special events, on the 19th at 10 a.m. from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., they have a Master Gardener Plant Clinic. Gardeners are welcome to bring in a sample or photo of their ailing plants, and then they can receive guidance and care tips from experienced volunteers with OSU's Master Gardener Extension Program. Again, this is a free service. It takes place every third Monday of the month, running from April through October. Lots of opportunities there. And then rounding out the month here, May 22nd through the 27th, they have the Friends of the Library's Azalea Festival book sale. This is an Azalea Festival tradition where you can browse thousands of used books at bargain prices. And a complete schedule for the sale can be found at chetcolibrary.org. And on the 31st at 1 o'clock, they have Family Saturday, fire trucks, and ice cream. So the Harbor Fire Department, Brookings Fire and Rescue, and Oregon Department of Forestry will be joining us at the library with their fire trucks, as well as a chance to meet Smokey Bear. Families and children are invited to come see the trucks, meet some firefighters, again, meet Smokey. You can also enjoy an ice cream sandwich or popsicle while you look, and you can make sure to sign up for this year's summer reading program before you leave. And if you have any other questions about library-led programs or events, they're free to attend whether or not you have a library card. You can find more info at chetco.librarycalendar.com. All right, and now it is time for Quotes from Famous People with Cousin Bruce.
Yeah, hey, here's a few quotes from Austrian neurologist and founder of the psychoanalysis, Mr. Sigmund Freud. He was born on May 6, 1856. He says, being entirely honest with oneself is a good exercise. Love and work are the cornerstones of our humanness. The mind is like an iceberg. It floats with 1/7 of its bulk above water. And hey, last but not least, sometimes a cigar is just a cigar. Hope you enjoyed this week's quotes from, Sigmund Freud with Cousin Bruce. Till next week, have a great one.
Thank you for that reminder.
I actually looked that up to see, and there is no written that he said that, but somebody said it, and it was funny, and, said he
and
said
it's
it.
associated with
and
him.
it's associated with him, so I couldn't resist.
Quote.
Yep, I couldn't resist.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, let's turn our attention to a garage sale Saturday coming up at the Checto Grange. It's on the 17th of May from 8:30 to 3. And if you'd like to sell items at this event, you can get an inside table for $20. You can call Sharon at 541-469-3404. They just instruct you to leave a message. If you want an outside table, it's $15, and you can call Linda at 541-661-0059. There is limited space, so they are warning folks to call early.
Yes, indeedy. And hey, Elk Valley Casino is presenting Comedy Night with Steve Barkley. Tickets are on sale now in person at the Points Club or online in advance at www.etix.com and on the day of the event. Doors open at 7:30 p.m. with the show starting at 8 p.m. Must be 21 or older to attend. Seating is first come or first served. That's right.
And then the Brookings-Harbor Garden Club, they're celebrating the last 20 years at the Botanical Garden on the 19th of May from 10:30 to 12:30. They're inviting you to share memories and be witness as they open the time capsule that was placed there 20 years ago. And then they'll place another time capsule to be opened in another 20 years. Refreshments are going to be served alongside with sunshine and fellowship.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Time capsules. I love them.
It's fun to get a good time capsule in there, open it up, see what was in there, what was important to us.
I remember, I think it was, I don't know, when I was in grade school, Priest River, Idaho or something, we did a time capsule at our school, and everybody put in something, and I don't know what the heck, I was still buried, maybe, who knows?
It could still be buried, who knows?
That's
yeah,
right.
Sometimes they go for quite a while.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, All Care Health, let's quit together as a tobacco cessation workshop. This is happening on the 20th at Curry Public Library on the 20th, 11:30 to 1 p.m. And then at the Chetco Community Library River Room, 3:30 p.m. to 5 p.m. That's on the 20th. Pick up tips on urges and triggers and how to make healthy choices for you or someone else. To register or questions, you can call 541-471-4106, extension 8216, Sandra. So
Ask for Sandra. All right.
Ask for Sandra.
And now it's time for a bit of real history with Bushwhacker Bruce.
Right. Hey, Cat. Hey, mates. Bushwhacker Bruce here, and welcome to this week's Bit of Real History for your knowledge pleasure. Did you know that ancient Egypt had a different New Year? A dog was the first creature in space, and the Leaning Tower of Pisa never was level. It's true. And here's the stories. In ancient Egypt, the New Year celebration was called Wepet Renpet. Wepet Renpet directly translates to the opener of the year. Well, unlike the New Year's holiday we know, which happens on January 1st every year, Wepet Renpet was different from year to year. It took place during the annual flooding of the Nile River, which usually happened in July. The ancient Egyptians tracked Sirius, the brightest star in the sky, to determine when Renpet would happen. After they couldn't see Sirius for 70 days, they knew that the flood and the holiday would arrive soon. And the first living creature in space was a dog named Laika. In 1957, the Soviet Union sent out the world's first satellite, Sputnik, into orbit around the Earth. Well, a month later, they sent out a second satellite, the creatively named Sputnik 2. On board was a dog named Laika. These events are what inspired the United States to found NASA and launch their own first satellite, the Explorer 1, in 1958. And the Leaning Tower of Pisa never stood up straight. The Leaning Tower of Pisa is a landmark and favored tourist spot for one main reason. It leans over 4 degrees to the side. Well, you might think that it moved over time, but it's actually been tilted from the beginning. When the third floor was originally added, no one could figure out why it was doing that, so they just let it be. Scientists did eventually determine that the reason the tower leans is because it's built on soft clay. Well, I hope you enjoyed this week's bit of real history with yours truly, Bushwhacker Bruce. Until next time, hey, always keep it real. That's a tongue twister for me, I'll tell you.
So it was doomed from the beginning, is what you're saying. Leaning Tower of Pisa.
That's what I got out of it.
Or if you're looking on the sunny side, it was a photo op from the beginning.
Yeah. I just tried to figure out, they built it for what was the purpose in the front. That's what I'd like to know is what it was supposed to be, not a tourist spot.
Sure.
It's somebody's house or something, I'm sure. I mean, but kind of everything leaned, like being on a ship.
Yeah, that just doesn't work on an occupation kind of level.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, the Manly Arts Center is announcing the Azalea Festival Art Show. This is held Memorial Day weekend in conjunction with the Brookings-Harbor Azalea Festival. Art will be on display at the Manly Arts Center Gallery for the entire month of May, with special hours during the Azalea Festival. And those hours are going to be Friday, May 23rd from 11 to 6, the 24th from 11 to 6, and Sunday, the 25th from noon to 5. Again, that's at the Manly Arts Center Gallery. New location this year, but it is their permanent location at 433 Oak Street in Brookings. The public will be able to vote for the People's Choice Awards during the entire month of May, and cash prizes are going to be awarded to the winners on the last day of the Azalea Festival Art Show. They're inviting you to come out and support your favorite artists because your vote counts.
That's right, it does. Hey, Azalea Gardens, located at 755 Elk Drive, is having a second annual Chalk Art Walk. This will be happening on the 23rd through the 25th, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. The admission is free. All ages are welcome. And there will be a grand prize winner who will be selected on the 26th. For more info on this, you can call 541-469-7182. The Chalk Art Walk. Here you go.
And the Sidney Croft Masonic Lodge, located at 416 Azalea Park Road, is getting in on those Memorial Day festivities. They're having an all-you-can-eat breakfast on the 25th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And then on the 26th from It's the 25th from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m., the 26th from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Yeah.
Note those hours. Of course, they're going to feature scrambled eggs, breakfast meats, pancakes, coffee, and juice. There's a suggested donation of $12, but kids 5 and under eat for free.
That's right. Hey, and join them for the Women in Business Curry County. There will be Augustino Estate Tasting Room. This is located at 16118 Lower Harbor Road in Brookings. On the 27th at 5 p.m., you can finish the month off strong by connecting, learning, and growing with an incredible community of women in business. This month's meeting will include a small business spotlight. Augustino Estate will be sharing their story. TSOC Conference Best Practice Notes with Kim, chocolate and peanut butter introductions by all attendees. Come prepared to tell us about yourself, your business, or your organization, and tell them what you want from their WIBCCD group. There are going to be fun raffle prizes. Bring something to share, whether it's products, gift cards, artwork, or merchandise. You can let your imagination shine. You know that Sidney Croft Masonic Lodge? Every time I see Sidney Croft, it makes me think of, the Bugaloos and, the HR Puff and stuff and all. Sidney Croft, but it was spelled with a K. And it's just like every time it's, I'm like going, why am I thinking of cartoons right now when I see it? Every time I hear it.
That Masonic Lodge breakfast, I see it.
The Sidney Croft Lodge. I'm like going, well, it wasn't spelled the same, but that's cool. They named it. The name. And I always think of that every time. HR Puff and stuff. Yeah,
it's a memorable name. Indeed. Hey, we're getting into some PSAs here. One from the Brookings Recorder Ensemble. They're looking for people to join them in the exploration and enjoyment of playing music for the recorder. They meet at the Chetco Activity Center on Wednesdays from 1 to 2:30 p.m. They invite you to bring your recorder and a music stand. The music itself will be provided.
Very good. Yes, and Brookings-Harbor Leos, are you a teen 12 to 18 years of age interested in helping the community and having fun? Then you might want to join the Leos. They meet online on the third Saturday of every month, and then they have fun at a teen hangout the second Saturday every month at Harmony Me Music Studio with pizza, drinks, games, and snacks. And then Teens Teach Tech second and fourth Saturdays at the Chetco Library Annex. They have a recycle program, beach cleanups, helping the food banks, and more. This is sponsored by the Brookings-Harbor Lions. You can email them at brookingsharborleos@gmail.com for an application. So there you go. Fun stuff.
Okay. And then SWAC has been having their spring classes going on. They've offered a variety of classes this spring for credit and for personal interest on a range of topics, including fitness classes, low-impact aerobics, better bones and balance, Tai Chi, and yoga. They've invited people to explore new skills in color drawing or American Sign Language. And folks have been learning glass fusing techniques and creating a colorful dish in the new Fused Glass Basics class and more. So the spring term is well underway, but of course they're always gearing up for summer classes. And Southwestern Oregon Community College leads and inspires lifelong learning through its campuses on the South Oregon coast in Coos and Curry counties. If you want more information about upcoming classes and when to register, you can call Curry campus at 541-813-1667, or you can visit socc.edu.
Well, they're really busy out there, too. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Good thing. Education am good. Hey, Gold Beach Chess Club. They meet at the First Chapter Coffee House at 29325 Ellensburg Avenue in Gold Beach, Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Gold Beach Chess Club is a free, non-dues community chess club, which is open to anyone who wishes to participate. They have adult and scholastic chess players in attendance. They do casual games, practice chess tournaments for adults and scholastic players. They also hold chess lessons and even run a blindfold chess challenge at their weekly meetings. You can bring your own set and board if you have them. Limited extras are available on hand. Casual chess, game reviews, practice chess tournaments, and blindfold chess challenges. For more information, you can contact Sean at stobin2015@gmail.com.
Okay, and we've got a PSA here from our very own KCIW. They have an ongoing soapbox series. KCIW is giving folks a chance to speak their mind on a show called the KCIW Soapbox. Basically, KCIW is offering 2 minutes of airtime to anyone who has something to say. There are a few rules, of course. There's no cussing, no slandering, no advertising. But other than that, folks can share what's on their mind. The studio is open every Wednesday from 2 to 3 for people to come in and record.
Yeah. And Legends Arcade is presenting trading card game night. This is happening every first Wednesday of the month from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. There's going to be Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemon, and more. You can sling spells, summon monsters, trade, or battle with local players.
All right. And then over at the Whimsical Griffin, they have a game night as well at 615 Chetco Avenue over by the Redwood Theater. There's 2 a week, Tuesdays and Fridays from 5 to 9 p.m. It includes Magic the Gathering, Dungeons and Dragons, and other board games.
Well, yeah, if you can say, you can't say there's nothing to do in this town almost every night of the week.
Usually find something to do if you look hard enough.
If you look hard enough, there's a lot going on behind the scenes, that's for sure. Mm-hmm. Hey, Meals on Wheels, volunteers always needed. If you'd like to do something that'll make you and those you help very happy, if you'd like to do something to help give back to the community you love, and if you'd like to help out your fellow human beings, then Meals on Wheels is looking for you. By delivering a hot meal to those who are home-ridden, you not only help someone who is hungry, but you also bring a bit of kindness into their lives, a friendly face for them to see every day, and social contact they may not have otherwise. There are 3 routes that deliver hot meals to about 60 seniors on a daily basis. Each route takes about 1.5 hours. You can volunteer by the day, the week, bi-weekly, bi-monthly, even if it is just 1 day a week, 1 day a month, whatever works for you. Every little bit helps. If you're interested in helping this great cause for the community, please contact Meals on Wheels via the Chetco Activity Center, 541-469-6822. That's a beautiful cause right there.
And the Brookings-Harbor Scouts are scouting for new troop members, and boys and girls are invited. Troop 32 and Troop 4032 are now accepting new scouts, as well as adults who are interested in volunteering. Scouts are able to join the troops from 5th grade to age 17. Adults are able to volunteer as long as they are over 21 years old, are able to pass a background check, and are willing to spend about an hour and a half completing a youth protection training course. They meet at the Scout Hall from 7 to 8:30 p.m. every Monday night, except for holidays. You're invited to come meet the troops and learn more about what Scouts can help you achieve. Scout Hall is located at 414 Azalea Park Road in Brookings. And to get in touch with Troop 32 Scoutmaster Mark Haglin, call 541-661-2749. Or call Troop 4032 Scoutmaster Rebecca Wilson at 707-951-3647.
That's right. Junior next year, he's up for it in the 5th grade. And I'm going to tell you what, the way to get him into it, I'm going to show him a movie. It was like Fred McMurray a long time ago. We got the first guy who started the Boy Scouts, and it's called Follow Me, Boys.
Oh.
And it's a very good movie, and it'll get you, if that don't get you into the Scouts, nothing will. But I'm going to show him that movie because it shows what the Scouts are all about.
There you
right
go.
from the beginning. Good times, good times. And I can't wait because I want to be like one of the volunteers, that goes and helps and have fun with it. That'll be a blast.
Absolutely.
Okay, I got time for one more here. American Red Cross, Coos Curry blood drives. They need blood. It's constant, and sometimes that need becomes critical. Since the beginning of the year, hundreds of blood drives have been canceled, and more than 16,000 blood and platelet donations have gone uncollected due to severe winter weather and wildfires. And it's just because nowadays and everything like that, people just aren't out and doing, getting it out there, and it needs to be done. Mm-hmm. So if you want to help out, you can make an appointment to give blood. You can call 1-800-RED-CROSS or visit redcrossblood.org. Give something that means something. Give blood, and the Chetco Library will be involved in that soon too.
Yeah, we're gonna be hosting one in June. So Sweet. And actually, June dates coming up are going to be the 23rd, 24th. And the 26th of June, so you can find a blood drive near you next month. Sign up for an appointment today. There, you can do it right now, redcrossblood.org.
And we'll have it right. We'll bring it on the air, too. We'll have it on the air all next month. Very cool. Hey, well, that's it. We got the flying fickle finger of fate, so it's time to close out this week's show. Before we go, I'd like to give a shout-out to our fearless producers, Ray and Tom, for all their great work each week helping us bring our show to the airwaves. And thank you all for tuning into this week's Insider Report. And please make sure to tune in on a daily basis to KCIW 100.7 FM and catch all the fine shows they have to offer. All the show podcasts, including the Insider Report. All you got to do is go to kciw.org and you can check out the live streaming that's available as well. And most of the info for this week's show came from the Insider of Southern Oregon. So, hey, until next week, this is Cousin Bruce Ellis.
And I'm Kat Liddell.
We are signing off. So please support local businesses and keep it real and spread the love and the peace every chance you get. And hey, we'll see you out there. Bam! That wasn't a lone band. That was a good band. Sweet.
For music credits for the preceding show, go to kciw.org/credits.